You're watching LMCC, your community TV.
Hi, I'm Chris Feld and welcome to Lakeside News Weekly, your guide to news and events going on in the Lake Minnetonka area. On today's show, we'll head to the Lowry Nature Center where they have all of your winter activities covered. Here's another edition of the Three Rivers Park District Update.
Lowry is one of the oldest nature centers in the state. We've been around for almost 50 years now. We're in Carver Park Reserve, so it's about 3,600 acres of prairies and wetlands and woods and lakes. It is free to come in and use Carver Park. It's free to come to the Nature Center. There are some small fees for certain things. If you want to rent a kick sled, if you want to rent snowshoes, there are some interpretive exhibits and things around. We also have in one of our classrooms a lot of live animals you can see. And then back behind the building too was where our live raptors are. We have 3 different injured raptors that can't be released to the wild. We got a lot of programs coming up. The big, huge one coming up really soon here is Polar Bear Picnic. If you want to try it all, that's the one to come to because we got the kick sleds out. The sledding hill will be open. We have a food vendor here. We built a miniature golf course on the lake. We do a big medallion hunt where people are searching for medallions, and we have amazing prizes from local vendors. Then we have our Valentine's dinner, which is very popular. We transform the whole building here into like a beautiful, almost like a restaurant, and people come down and sit down with beautiful tablecloths and have a nice romantic meal at the Nature Center. And that's definitely a reservations only program. That one fills up really quickly. Then spring is coming. And one of the big signs of spring is that it's maple syrup time. So our maple syrup brunch comes out, and we're gonna actually have our maple syrup that we made from our trees here, and you can get pancakes and put some of our maple syrup on them and find out how delicious it is. And there are reservations required for that one as well. Then when we really get into spring, our big spring event is called the Rock Hunt Extravaganza. Kids go out on their trails and search for special hidden rocks of different colors that you bring back in, and when you have found the correct ones, you can trade them in for a prize. So there's fun stuff going on that day. That's been a big tradition. And that is so big now, it takes 2 days to do. For preschoolers, we have a couple different programs. One called Kits and Cubs, where you can learn with a naturalist. So it's like a drop-off preschool program. We also have a program for families where you can come and be with your child. And there's a program called Puppet Escapades, where you can actually come and see a puppet show that we do with families again. So there's different activities throughout the month, a lot of them geared toward preschoolers. It's covered with snow outside. Like, how can we possibly be thinking about summer? We are planning our summer camps right now. We start planning them the second the previous ones end. And summer camp registration starts this month on January 23rd. We think of the Nature Center not just as this building, but as the entire park and all the places you can go and the things you can do. And different parts of the park have a really different feel to them. There's the woods, there's the prairie, there's the marshes, and there's so many different animals that live here. And we're even surprised sometimes by the things we find, like a flower species or an animal species that we didn't realize was in the park. And we've been here doing this for a long time. So it's fun to have the public come out and share what they're finding with us too.
LMCC is now on Facebook. Be sure to like or friend us so you can keep up with all the happenings at LMCC or to watch one of our latest videos.
You look at the ice out there, it looks safe, it looks like a nice big parking lot, it looks like you can go skating out there, cross-country skiing, going for a walk, and you have to keep in mind is that you can have 12 inches of ice where we're standing right now, and you go out no more than 200 feet and it's an inch thick. The ice is never safe, it does not freeze uniform. When the DNR gives the recommendations for ice, they're talking about clear new ice. That's the strongest ice. They're talking about the stuff that you can look through, it looks kind of like glass. Essentially what you need is you need to have 4 inches of minimum to walk on. That's just to walk and fish. If you want to take an ATV or a snowmobile out there, you need approximately 6 inches of ice for that. If you want to drive a small car or a small pickup truck, you're going to need somewhere between 8 and 12 inches of ice. And for a medium-sized truck, you're going to need more than 12 inches of good, strong, clear ice. Really the only safe way to determine the ice is by drilling holes, test holes on the way out. You can buy either a nice chisel or a drill with a drill bit on it and drill a hole every 20 feet or 30 feet, making sure it's deep enough. That's the only safe way to really know. You can't judge the ice depth by appearances. few things we always recommend is tell someone where you're going, where you're going to be exactly on the lake, what time you're going to be coming back, check in with them regular. The other thing that we really strongly recommend to save your life is wearing a life jacket and having a pair of ice picks with you. If you happen to fall through the ice while you're out on it, the one thing we want you to do is turn around in the direction that you were walking. That ice that you were walking on, you know that was thick up to a certain point. Typically what happens on people that die in thin ice is they keep going forward where the ice continues to be weak. So go back to that location that you fell in, keep trying to get up. If you have ice picks like this, use those ice picks to pull you up onto the ice. And then what we want you to do is roll away from that hole to where you were walking safely on it, then you'll be able to stand up and then obviously walk your way to the nearest place that's warm and call 911 or get into a warm environment to get those wet clothes off. Keep in mind that cold water kills quickly, 25 times faster than normal water. So within 5 minutes of breaking that ice, you're going to start getting exhausted, your muscles are going to start locking up, your breathing's going to get exaggerated, so it doesn't take long to die, become hypothermic and die and drown in cold water. First thing to do, everyone has cell phones now, is call 911. That's the very first thing that you should do. Get us coming, the police, or the firefighters coming out to come out there. Throw them something. Maybe you have an ice bucket there full of minnows. Maybe you have a cooler with you, something that floats to give them some flotation. The one thing we don't want you to do is go out after them. If you fall in that thin ice with them, now we have 2 victims or 3 victims or 4 victims that we have to pull it out, making it more difficult. The channels out here on Lake Minnetonka are notorious for being open and for snowmobiles going through there. Stay out of the channels. Even when the ice is thick, 12, 14 inches, the water is always moving through those channels. You want to really avoid those channels. Don't snowmobile, don't ATV, don't walk through those channels. Use the land crossings that are all over this lake. I wanted to really talk about parents educating their kids about thin ice. It's take the responsibility, take the time to let them know that the ice is never safe. For younger children, please keep an eye on them, especially for people that live around lakes and ponds and the rivers and stuff. The kids are naturally drawn to the lake. They think it's neat walking on that ice, and it's very dangerous. And so tell them about the dangers, know where they are at all times. We want people to come out and enjoy everything that the lakes have to offer. It's so beautiful. We just want people to use a little bit of common sense and be safe.
The Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission, located in Spring Park, creates a variety of high-quality public, educational, and government programming for our member cities.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
LMCC operates 4 channels. Channel 8, or HD 808, offers city council meetings in high definition.
Governor Dayton, thank you for being here today to talk to me about your Year of Water action.
Staff-produced and community programming airs on channels 12 and 21. Channel 20 features school board and other government agency meetings. LMCC channels are available on Mediacom cable as well as on demand through our website. The studio is fully equipped in high definition, featuring state-of-the-art Panasonic cameras and fluorescent lighting. The studio is used to create a variety of LMCC programming.
Welcome to the Pulse. I'm Jennifer Ray.
It's important to remember that we have $300 million of a cash reserve account that's full of money.
Gonna rise up, throw down my haste in the road.
Hi, I'm Chris Vode, and welcome to Lakeside News Weekly, your guide to news and events going on in the Lake Minnetonka area.
Looking to produce your show outside of the studio? From cameras, to audio, to lighting, we offer a variety of industry standard equipment available for checkout. The LMCC production van is used to cover a variety of events in the community in high definition, including high school sports,
10-5 touchdown,
concerts, parades, and community forums. If you live in one of our member cities and are interested in producing your own show or using your talents for a production, please contact the Lake Minnetonka Communications Commission. LMCC, your community TV.
Well, there you have it, news and events happening around the Lake Minnetonka area. For more information about LMCC or learn more about our programming, go to our website at www.lmcc-tv.org. Thanks for watching this edition of Lakeside News Weekly.